The movie Beyond Sight, the Derek Rebello story, is about a surfer who was born blind. His father was a surfer as well and had always dreamed of his son learning to ride the ocean waves alongside him. Long before he even was born, he named his son after a famous wave rider himself. However, once he was born, with his diagnosis of glaucoma, it seemed that his dad's dream had completely wiped out. Growing up, he was well cared for, making frequent trips to beaches in Brazil with his parents and family. He only had access to what he could hear, and listening to the waves gave him inspiration over time. The young boy's desire to surf kept growing, and he learned about his father's ambition when he was only 17 years old, and he decided it was time to make it a reality. Surfing into a new era, Derek pursued this goal of exploring perception and understanding beyond physical eyesight and limitations. With his trainer by his side, he began to overcome all sorts of obstacles that he never thought he would overcome. He understood the difference between seeing and looking for the very first time. And this emphasizes that true understanding goes beyond just mere vision. Now, you're probably wondering, what does this story have to do with anything relating to STEM and STEM success stories? Well, it seems that we could observe a lot about STEM from this young man's behavior, while riding a wave of purpose that will leave a lasting impression for future generations to come, overcoming something that he did not think that he would ever do. Catching on to this wave goes beyond our simple understanding of STEM, and it observes our resources everywhere, from trades to technicians, from data to doctors. Here, we want to be the premier blog for all science, technology, engineering, and mathematics related resources. Our visitors have plenty of places to surf, and therefore, we want them to catch onto our wave of unique opportunities and interactive resources that we have to offer that promote STEM training and education. This blog is dedicated to all STEM individuals, teachers, participants, those actively involved doing it for years, and those who are wanting to participate.
I'm an engineer.
I'm a scientist.
I'm an engineer.
And I'm a teacher.
And a financial advisor.
And I'm a storyteller.
And I'm also a journalist.
I'm an engineer.
I'm a scientist.
I'm an engineer.
And I run a business.
And I study infectious disease.
I'm an engineer, and I advocate to get more women in STEM fields.
STEM. Science, technology, engineering, and math fields are not defined by their stereotypes.
In a study done in 2009, they asked middle school students to draw a scientist, and many drew a man in a lab coat. They then got them to draw an engineer, and many drew a man as a construction worker. But that's not what a STEM career entails.
There are hundreds of STEM career options, and they vary in skills. For example, engineering is creative and engaging. Over 70% of top jobs require a background in STEM.
Most employers look for people who are skilled in teamwork, creativity, and communication.
STEM professions reach far and beyond the lab or university classrooms to address the current issues our society faces.
But in order to solve these societal problems, we need our teams to represent everyone.
So what can we do? As parents, educators, and/or guardians, we are influential in guiding youth to what they will or won't want to study and pursue a career in. There are opportunities everywhere that can provide your youth with more information about STEM careers.
Try bringing them to some local events at your library, community center, or university.
STEM professions are not their stereotypes, and there is a place for everyone. People with STEM background can successfully transfer to many other fields, but taking Math and Physics 12 can make pursuing a STEM education much, much easier.
Encourage students to stick with math and science classes in high school so they can pursue a STEM education if they want. Science, technology, engineering, and math teams are strongest when diverse. Don't rule out STEM.
Everyone
can do STEM
and change the world.
We here at STEM Success Stories acknowledge the challenges that go into STEM education, but just like Derek, we go beyond our simple understanding and see what we can look into. Here, we look at the balancing act of integrating science, technology, engineering, and math, the gap between classroom training and real-world applications, and of course, the ongoing debate between an integrated and separated approach to STEM education. But in our journey through the world of science, technology, engineering, and math, we recognize that success is not just about simple achievements. It is about the people and effort behind those simple accomplishments. STEM success stories acknowledges both the triumphs of catching onto a wave of success and of course the wipeouts of failed experiments, and every STEM story has those. Here at STEM Success Stories, we could help you either if you're practicing a new Hang 10, a massive new trick, or even just practicing the waves for the very first time. So, why choose STEM Success Stories? We offer the ability to deep dive into several topics and look beyond what one sees with a simple search. We have lots of engaging content through valuable insights that appeal to those curious about STEM education, and of course, the training resources that go along with it. And by subscribing to our site, you will engage with other STEM enthusiasts that are like-minded and will bring your ideas and goals to life. And in addition, we offer all sorts of discounts on all of the latest STEM technology and curriculum, from medical to mechatronics, from Project Lead the Way, also known as PLTW, to MathCon. This site will build a foundation for all STEM-based products and help us rate and review what we see as well. Yes, just like Derek, the surfer from earlier, by signing up to STEM Success Stories, you will have access to a personal trainer by your side to coach you along and, of course, mentor you towards STEM success. You agree to getting frequent updates relating to STEM, access to exclusive information you would not previously have, and opportunities to participate in activities that are only available to those who subscribe. Yes, Derek did not learn to surf overnight. Derek did not reach this goal by never asking what the purpose is and why I am doing this. He reached it by looking into the answers of those tough questions and following through the right guidance and training despite his limits. His story concludes with a greater purpose for all of us passionate about STEM training and education. This is why we want you to surf on over to our website and learn more by celebrating not only the breakthroughs and innovations, but also the resilience, the late nights, the moments of doubt, and the passion that fuels our pursuit in science, technology, engineering, math, and many related fields. This is STEM Success Stories, your premier blog for all sorts of STEM resources.